Have you ever heard someone say they can see a person's aura? A glowing field of energy surrounding the body. Different colors, different patterns, shifting with emotions and health. With some people, this idea sounds mystical. For others, it sounds like pure imagination. But in yogic tradition, there is a very interesting perspective on this question. Yogis say that the human being is not just a physical body, it is also a field of subtle energy. And under certain conditions, parts of this energy can be perceived. But can the human eye actually see it? Or is something else happening? In yogic science, a human being is described as having multiple layers. The physical body is only the outermost layer. Behind it are subtler layers, often described as energy bodies. These layers are powered by prana, the life force that sustains the body and mind. Prana flows through pathways called nadis and concentrates in energy centers known as chakras. When these systems are balanced, a person feels vibrant and alive. When they are disturbed, the body and mind can experience imbalance. From this perspective, the human system is constantly radiating subtle energetic activity. The human eye is designed to see reflected light. It detects specific wavelengths within the visible spectrum. So, strictly speaking, our eyes are not designed to directly see energy fields. However, the human brain is incredibly sensitive to subtle cues. Very slight shifts in light, posture, skin tone, and movement can be perceived unconsciously. With heightened awareness, people can become extremely sensitive to these changes. What may appear as seeing energy could sometimes be the mind interpreting these subtle signals. Yogic practices often aim to increase sensitivity, not imagination, not belief, but genuine awareness of subtle processes within and around the body. As meditation deepens, practitioners often report becoming more aware of changes in atmosphere, emotional states of others, subtle vibrations within their own body. This sensitivity can sometimes feel like perceiving energy directly, but it is more accurate to say that the entire perception system becomes sharper. In mystic musings, Sadhguru often explains that human perception has many dimensions, but most people only use a small portion of their natural sensitivity. He once said, if your perception becomes intense enough, you will see that everything is a certain play of energy. What you call a physical is also just a different level of energy. This statement doesn't mean people suddenly see glowing lights around others. It means that with deeper awareness, one begins to experience life as a dynamic field of energy rather than fixed objects. Certain meditation practices train attention and awareness. Over time, practitioners often notice subtle sensations they previously ignored. For example, feeling energy flow during breathing exercises, sensing warmth or tingling during meditation, becoming aware of emotional atmospheres in a room. These experiences are not necessarily visual, they are perceptual. The mind becomes more attuned to subtler layers of experience. Sadhguru frequently reminds seekers that the goal of spiritual practice is not developing unusual abilities. It is expanding one's experience of life. He once explained, spirituality is not about seeing something special. It is about seeing everything the way it truly is. From this perspective, the focus is not on seeing colorful energy fields, but on becoming deeply aware of life itself. Stories about auras and visible energy fields exist in many cultures. Sometimes these descriptions are symbolic ways of explaining how a person's presence affects others. Think about how you can feel someone's mood instantly when they entered a room. Even without words, you sense tension, joy, anger, or calmness. Yogic tradition recognizes this phenomenon, but it describes it as energetic influence, not necessarily a visible light around the body. The real possibility offered by yogic practices is not supernatural vision, it is expanded perception. As awareness deepens, you begin to notice subtle aspects of life that were always there. Your body feels more alive. Your mind becomes quieter. Your sensitivity to the environment increases. In that heightened state of perception, life can indeed feel like a field of flowing energy. So, can human eyes see energy fields with training? Probably not in the dramatic way movies and myths describe. But yogic practices can refine perception so deeply that you begin to experience the energetic nature of life. And when that happens, something profound occurs. You stop seeing the world as solid objects separated from you. Instead, you begin to sense a living, interconnected field of existence. The real transformation in yoga is not gaining special abilities. It is learning to experience life more fully, more clearly, more consciously. Because when perception expands, the world itself begins to feel alive with energy. If this exploration of yogic tradition resonated with you, share this video with someone curious about the deeper nature of human perception. And for more insights into consciousness and inner transformation, like this video and subscribe.